You know, our work is a huge part of our lives, right? It shapes our happiness, how satisfied we feel, even our health. So why do so many of us feel kind of stuck in jobs that just don't feel right? Well, in this explainer, we're going to dig into that critical link between who you are, your personality, and your career, and give you the tools you need to find a path that actually fits.
So here's what we've got on tap. We're going to start with the problem itself, that career mismatch. Then we'll dive into some really amazing frameworks to help you get to know yourself a little better. After that, we'll connect those personality traits to actual jobs, talk about why what drives you is way more important than stereotypes, and then wrap it all up with a simple action plan you can literally start today.
Okay, let's get into it. We're starting with a feeling that I think is incredibly common, that feeling of being unfulfilled at work.
I mean, this is the big question, isn't it? If you're leaving work most days just feeling completely drained, you are definitely not alone. It happens when your job just doesn't vibe with your personality, and that can lead to all sorts of dissatisfaction and stress. And look, this isn't just a small thing. As HR expert Kelly Garce points out, feeling like you have to be someone else at work, well, it has some pretty serious consequences. It's tough when you feel like you have to put on a mask for 8 hours a day.
So what's the answer? Well, it all comes down to this really powerful idea from psychology called person-environment fit. It's basically the idea that we do our best work and feel our best when there's a good match between who we are and where we work.
This visual here breaks it down perfectly. You've got 3 key areas of fit: how you fit with the job itself, with the people you work with, and with the whole company culture. And when those things are in sync, you get better work and, maybe most importantly, a lot less burnout.
Yeah, the cost of getting this wrong is pretty steep. We're talking chronic stress, motivation that's just gone, careers that feel stuck in neutral, and this general feeling that something's missing in life. It's not just about a bad day at the office, it's a deep mismatch that can affect everything.
All right, so that's the problem. Let's talk solutions. We're going to get you a toolkit full of some powerful frameworks to help you really understand your own personality. First up is what's known as the Big Five model. And listen, this isn't some random online quiz you take for fun. It's one of the most scientifically respected and validated ways to understand personality out there.
What's so cool about this is how it takes our super complex personalities and breaks them down into these 5 main areas. Like, are you really high in openness, always looking for new things? Or maybe you're super conscientious and you love order and planning. Just thinking about where you land on each of these is a huge first step.
Okay, tool number 2 in our kit is the Holland Codes, or RIASEC. This system was built from the ground up to connect personality types directly to jobs. It's so effective, even the US Department of Labor uses it.
I just love how simple and clear these are. Are you a doer, someone who likes to get their hands dirty? A thinker who loves to chew on complex problems? Or maybe you're a helper, driven to make a difference for others. Most of us are a mix, but 1 or 2 usually stand out. And you can probably already see the connections. Someone high in openness from the Big Five might also be an artistic or investigative type here.
Okay, we've got the frameworks, but what good are they if we can't use them? So let's get practical and start connecting these traits to actual, real-world jobs.
So if you look at the Big Five, you can start to see the puzzle pieces fitting together. Someone who scores high on openness, yeah, they might love the constant change of being a tour guide. High conscientiousness, that's the kind of detail-oriented mindset you need to be a great accountant. And high emotional stability is an absolute superpower for a psychiatric nurse who needs to stay calm no matter what.
And the Holland Codes make this even more direct. The doers are your engineers and chefs, the thinkers are often our scientists and doctors, and the persuaders, they often end up in roles like law or management. You can see how figuring out your code can really help you focus your search.
But hey, this isn't just about feeling good, though that's a huge part of it. Check this out. Research shows that finding a job that fits your personality can actually boost your income by more than a full month's salary every year. That's right, being your authentic self at work can literally pay off. Now, this next point is absolutely crucial. These frameworks, they're meant to be a compass, not a cage. You have to look deeper than just the labels.
This quote just nails it. Just because you're good at something doesn't mean you'll be happy doing it every day. You might be amazing with numbers, but does that mean you'll love being an accountant? The real key is finding what truly motivates you, what gets you excited to start your day.
So here's the big mental shift. Instead of saying, oh, I'm an artistic type, I can't be in business, you should be asking, what kind of business role would really energize my artistic side? Maybe it's marketing or brand design.
The goal isn't to rule things out. It's to find the specific niche within a field that lights you up.
Okay, so how do you actually do all this? Let's bring it all home with a super clear 3-step action plan to get you started on finding that perfect career fit. It's really this simple. First, explore. Take some of these tests and just see what they tell you. Second, you've got to self-reflect. Ask yourself the big questions. What makes me feel energized? What do I really care about? And third, just brainstorm. Come up with a wild list of ideas, no limits, and then do a deep dive on the few that really get you excited.
And just remember, this whole journey, it's about so much more than just finding a new job title. It's really about designing a life and a career where you can show up as your full, authentic self every single day.
So, there you have it. You've got the map, you've got the compass. The only real question left is, where are you going to go first? What's the very first step you're going to take?